What's up, guys? Nick here from CPAP Reviews. Thanks for tuning in to part 3 of our 3-part series on the new Fisher Paykel SleepStyle device, where we will be going through what's known as the clinical settings. Now, for those of you that don't know, the clinical settings are one step above your patient settings, and it's in the clinical settings that we are able to change things such as the CPAP pressure, the upper and lower limits of the auto adjust pressure, and a few more advanced setup features. But first off, I just want to say a big thank you to all you viewers out there. It's been a milestone week for me in particular. We've gone through 150,000 views on the channel, which is fantastic, and notched up over 600 subscribers. So we really appreciate your support. We really appreciate your comments and subscribing to the channel. It's really great feedback for us, and it's rewarding from the effort that we put in, knowing that you guys are watching the videos and liking the videos. So without further ado, let's get stuck in and have a bit of a look-see here. So I've just got the machine here at the front. Now, to unlock the machine and get into the clinical menu, we have to press a number of buttons. And with this machine, what we can do is we can press either of the bottom 4 buttons and the top button and press them simultaneously and hold them down. So you can choose any of the buttons at the bottom and the top button here, the start stop button. So I'm just going to choose menu and start stop. Click and hold the buttons down. 1, 2, and it'll say clinician menu. Once we're in the clinician menu, it's pretty standard like the patient menu. We use the menu system to go, we use the menu system to go up and down. So we just click up and down to what we want to change. So let's just go through them all. So the start there, the first one, we have therapy mode. And to go into that, we just click the menu there. Oh, sorry, I'll just get back out of that. So we just click the tick button here. So the tick button will take us in, and then we can use the up and down button to toggle between automatic and fixed pressure mode. If you have the CPAP machine, you won't have auto. If you've got the automatic, you have the ability to go between both. So you have the ability to go between fixed pressure, which is CPAP, and variable pressure, which is the automatic. All right. So we're going to keep this on auto. I recommend you do keep it on automatic if you do have an automatic machine. And then we click the tick button. Then we have the min pressure. So this is the bottom limit of the pressure, and the 4 is the minimum that we can go, but we can increase that if we want to. So if you're finding that the therapy is a bit suffocating in the beginning, that you're not getting enough pressure, like not enough airflow, you might want to just bring that up a little bit. Most people sort of have it somewhere between 4 and 7, but just find the pressure that you find most enjoyable, and you can change that to your liking. All right, you want it so that it's nice and comfortable. Once you've got it where you want, I'm going to choose 5. Once again, hit the tick button and then it's going to get the max pressure. So your max pressure is the upper limit, so how high the pressure can go when the automatic is doing its variations through the night. You've got to be careful that you don't go too low with this max pressure, because what can happen is that if you're having apnea and you need more pressure and you've capped it at a certain level, the machine won't be able to reach the pressures required to control your sleep apnea. But saying that, this can be a handy level to change if you're really struggling with the therapy pressure. And what you can do is you can bring it down to a level that you're comfortable with, and gradually, as you get more comfortable with the therapy, increase the max pressure as you go. So you're kind of just easing yourself into the therapy. It's a really good way to get patients compliant, and a really good way if you're someone who's really struggling with CPAP, struggling against the pressure's waking you up at night time. Bring the cap down a little bit and pressure down, and then gradually build the pressure back up, the max pressure. Another thing you can do with this machine now, which is fantastic, is because you have the SleepStyle app that you can connect to your phone, you can instantly see the apnea-hypopnea index every day. Now, as long as your apnea-hypopnea index is sort of around the 5 or below, you're in good, safe territory there with your apnea. So you can then play around with this max pressure level, and as long as you're under that limit, that sort of 5 level, then you're kicking goals, all right? So the aim should be to get the pressure as low and as comfortable as possible without having your apnea-hypopnea index skyrocket and get over sort of 8, 9. All right, so I'm going to set this at 12. Now we can go down again. The next one, min pressure, max pressure we've just done. Now we get down to the comfort settings. So humidity, we can change the humidity level. Once again, we tick to go into it. And then we can up or down the humidity if we like. The more we go up, the more moisture there's going to be in the air. All right, so we're going to choose a level of 5 there. Press the tick to enter that setting. Go down again. Expiratory relief, so this is the relief settings. So at the exhale relief settings, as you breathe out, the machine will drop the pressure. So we can activate it or deactivate it. We'll leave it activated there. Remember, these are clinical settings, and we'll keep that on 3 for now, but we can bring it down if you're finding that it's throwing off your breathing or you're finding it a little bit funny with the exhale relief. But just, it's like everything with CPAP, trial and error. Try the different settings, see how you feel. Breathe with the machine for a bit. If you like it, great. If you don't, change it. So we're going to put the tick, and it's got allow patient to adjust. So yes, we want that. Okay. So you see the clinical settings are now the clinicians to lock you out of certain things, and you want to have access to everything in my books. Sensor weight feature, we want it on, yes. And the sensor weight pressure. Now this is the pressure that the machine will be at when you're awake. All right. So when the machine senses that you're awake, this is what the pressure will drop to. All right. Now once again, like if you find 4 too low, you might have that at a comfortable, 4.5 or something like that. Just hit the tick button to lock it in, and you can allow the patient to deactivate it if they want to. Yes, okay, whatever. Scrolling down a bit more, the device display AHI. Yes, we want to display AHI, so that's tick there. Go down again, time, you can set the time, language, and then service info, which is like if you get a fault on your machine, you can go in here and check the fault log, and it'll give you and you can clear the patient data, so you can clear all the data on the machine if you want to start afresh. You can factory reset, and then you can exit clinician menu, which we're going to do. So that's it. That's all done. Now you have all the knowledge that I have. You know how to operate the machine, you know how to change the patient settings, and now you have access to the clinical menu where you can, if you require it, get access to the pressure settings and adjust them as long as you have the knowledge and understanding as to the basic parameters around that. And maybe even consult your CPAP therapist or sleep physician or whoever if you're going to do that as well. But it just might save you that, especially if you're in a rural scenario where the nearest clinic's an hour away, it might just save you that long drive. And I think it's handy to have. I know I've had a lot of feedback from many people, especially on YouTube, who have said that's been the difference between them being able to use the machine and not use the machine. So I'd rather have someone a bit more comfortable and using the therapy than throwing it against the wall or using it as a book stop. All right, so thanks again, guys. Like I said, subscribe to the channel. You'll get all the up-to-date info on all the latest CPAP gear, and we'll talk you through everything that we can talk about. Hope everything's going well with your CPAP therapy, and as always, take care. Cheers.